Right now, controversy on college campuses, why some lawmakers are calling for the ousting of several Ivy League leaders.
Plus, jury selection in a major case starts today in Dane County. What the defendant's accused of that could send her to prison for decades.
And we still have clouds across southern Wisconsin, but we are expecting some sunshine today. We'll have the first one forecast coming up.
Plus, Consumer Reports helping you out with last-minute gift ideas. Its list of top tech gifts for 2023. Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka's got your first one forecast. Kelly, feeling like December out there, not really looking like it, though. Yeah,
it's been really brown. This is more typical of maybe the middle of November. But
right.
Yeah, we just don't really see a whole lot of precipitation in our forecast. So, you know, we're getting, what, 2 weeks away from Christmas now? And don't have a whole lot of that snow in the forecast, not a whole lot of precipitation. Very unusual for December, but we've been talking about we are under an El Nino year. Typically it is warmer and drier than average. Clouds still around the area, but I think these clouds will be out of here within the next couple of hours, and we should get into sunshine. 22 in Madison, and also Windsor, Middleton at 24, Cottage Grove 22, and 23 right now in Stoughton. So after we get through the clouds this morning, sunshine, and we are expecting most of the week, quite a bit of sunshine expected all week long. Temperatures to start the week in the low to mid 30s, but by the end of the week, by Thursday and Friday, we're talking about low to mid 40s. So unseasonably mild weather returns. Winds are out of the northwest this morning. They'll switch around the southwest. Low 30s here at the noon hour. Plenty of sunshine should boost our temperatures in the low to mid 30s going into the afternoon. Headed to the bus stop this morning. It is chilly. Make sure the kids bundle up. Temperatures in the 20s. A lot of sunshine today. Headed into the low to mid 30s. Talk more about that warm-up later this week coming up.
Okay, Kelly, thank you very much. Happening today, a woman charged with trying to kill another woman's unborn baby will be back in court.
Shane Hogan is here with the update on a case that we've been following since last winter. Shane, what do you have for us this morning?
Yeah, Chris, jury selection begins today for the case of Brittany Holston, one of the two women charged after allegedly attacking a pregnant woman in Madison, trying to kill her unborn baby. Holston was charged back in January with one count of attempted first-degree intentional homicide of an unborn child. Court records filed against Holston and her co-defendant, Cynthia Dominguez, allege that the duo attacked the victim in an apartment complex parking lot back in November of last year. According to the complaint, Holston has a child with the father of the victim's baby. Now, just last week, Dominguez was found guilty for her role in this case. And after jury selection today, the trial is scheduled to begin for Holston tomorrow, guys.
All right, Shane Hogan, thanks for the preview. Also today, the man convicted of killing a woman at a Wisconsin Dells hotel nearly 3 years ago will get his punishment. A judge will sentence 37-year-old Jeremy Lee Mondy of Janesville this morning in Columbia County. Earlier this year, a jury found Mondy guilty of killing a woman at the View Hotel in February of 2021. Monty told police that he accidentally shot the victim during an argument. He then went on to change that story, later telling police that he killed her in self-defense. The jury returned its guilty verdict back in September after less than 2 hours of deliberations.
New information on a case out of Michigan. Detroit police say they have a person of interest under arrest in the killing of a synagogue president. Officers say they'll release more information in the near future. This update comes a month after police released someone that they were holding in connection to Samantha Wool's death without charging that person. Samantha Wool was the board president of a Detroit synagogue. She was found outside of her home in late October with multiple stab wounds. Investigators say her killing stemmed from a domestic fight, not anti-Semitism. Still, her murder left many in the Jewish community rattled.
Now to an update on Donald Trump's civil fraud case in New York. The former president says he will not testify today. He was set to testify under questioning from his own lawyers. Trump made the announcement on social media saying that a lot of things. He attacked the attorney general in the case and the judge overseeing the trial. New York's Attorney General Letitia James is asking for $250 million in damages and wants to bar Trump from doing business in New York. The trial will resume tomorrow with Trump's lawyers calling witnesses in his defense. Final arguments are scheduled for January 11th.
In Washington, D.C., Congress remains at a stalemate over money for Israel and Ukraine ahead of a visit from Ukraine's president scheduled for tomorrow. Last week, the president said he was willing to compromise on border security to get funding for the U.S.'s allies. This comes at a critical moment for Ukraine in particular. That country is running out of money the U.S. had already allocated for its war against Russia. Still, in D.C., there is no deal in sight.
It's not just Republicans that are holding a hard line. It's Democrats who are holding a hard line. Either side can move and can get this done.
If I were a cynic, I would say that Republicans have decided to tie support for Ukraine to immigration reform because they want Ukraine aid to fail.
Volodymyr Zelensky will meet with President Biden at the White House tomorrow. Senate leaders and House Speaker Mike Johnson have invited him to meet as well.
Controversy over Ivy League campuses this morning. The presidents of Harvard and MIT are continuing to face scrutiny for their testimony about anti-Semitism at their schools. Over the weekend, the University of Pennsylvania's president resigned just one day after a bipartisan group of lawmakers sent a letter to the governing board of Harvard, Penn, and MIT asking them to remove their leaders. During last week's testimony, the three leaders failed to condemn calls for the genocide of Jews as explicitly against campus harassment and bullying codes.
Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's rules or code of conduct? Yes or no?
If the speech turns into conduct, it can be harassment. Yes. It is a context-dependent decision, Congresswoman.
It's a context-dependent decision. That's your testimony today. Calling for the genocide of Jews is depending upon the context.
Shortly after Penn's leader resigned, that Congresswoman we just heard from made a post on X saying 1 down, 2 to go. Meanwhile, hundreds of faculty members at Harvard are standing with their president, signing a letter opposing her removal.
To the war in the Middle East now, the leader of Save the Children is defending her organization's allegations that Israel is deliberately depriving Palestinians of resources. The organization made that statement after the U.S. vetoed another UN resolution calling for a ceasefire.
Humanitarian organizations like ours, we're really running out of words to describe how bad it is. Mothers are giving birth in overcrowded shelters. They're having C-sections without anesthesia. I mean, you know, we've got premature babies in incubators that cannot run because there's no electricity. No, it is absolutely horrific what has happened to this generation of children.
Since the war started 2 months ago, health officials in Gaza say Israel's assault has killed nearly 18,000 people. Those numbers amount to nearly 1 dead for every 100 people in the Gaza Strip, where about half the population is made up of children.
Just about 6:07 now. Got a lot of people to buy for this holiday season. Tech gifts are often some of the most popular, but also the most expensive. So Consumer Reports compiled a list of top tech gifts all around or under $150.
Who doesn't love getting a shiny new tech toy? And who doesn't love saving some cash, especially during the holidays? This roundup will help round out your shopping list this month. First, if you're looking to spark some nostalgia or just need a cool gift for that fussy teen in your life, consider this Kodak Print-O-Matic instant camera. Photos can be printed in just 38 seconds and stuck anywhere or stored on an SD card. If you've got a budding cinematographer to buy for, check out this DJI smartphone gimbal. It's compact, lightweight, and easy to use.
The gimbal has really taken my smartphone videography to the next level. It stabilizes my shots and it's super easy to use.
For the music lover on your list, these mono-price headphones with excellent active noise cancellation are a steal. They fold for easy storage and have integrated controls for calls, volume, and playback. For the music aficionado, CR suggests these wired headphones from Grotto, a company that earns excellent scores for owner satisfaction and predicted reliability.
Grotto headphones are one of the great bargains in all of audio. You can get the sound that you really only get on a big, expensive system.
Want to cozy up next to your fire pit with some good tunes this winter? Then give this JBL portable speaker to someone you love.
What's great about the JBL Charge is that you can bring your music anywhere, out on the deck, into the yard, or even out to the fire pit.
And finally, for that gamer in your life, CR says this budget-friendly gaming chair from Staples is one of the more comfortable chairs it evaluated. Because when you're gaming for 12 hours a day, comfort is key. This is Shane Hogan.
If you're still not 100% sure you'll keep a gift, Consumer Reports says don't open the box. If you try and return an item and the original packaging isn't intact, some stores will impose a restocking fee. That's especially common for electronics.
You have any electronics on your Christmas list?
A few, yeah.
Can't say.
Done. I already opened the box, so they're gonna.
There you go.
They'll get that one.
6:09. Let's check in with Kelly Slifka, your firstborn.
Yeah, so chilly start to our morning. We do have some clouds right now, but we are expecting some sunshine to return later this morning. We'll have the first one forecast coming up.
And coming up in morning sports, a big night for Badger women's basketball. A star on the Hawkeyes actually drawing in a big crowd. How UW fared.
Plus, we're live with the milestone Ula Eyewear is celebrating in the 608 and how you can donate and save this holiday season right after this.
Toyotathon is on. Time to make the holidays picture perfect with a new Toyota. We're gonna need a bigger tree.
Get 3.99% APR plus $1,000 cash back on Tacoma when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Menards has everything you need to power through the cold. Check out our great selection of Masterforce outdoor power equipment, like this 20-volt cordless snow shovel. It's powerful, efficient, and easy to use. Get yours now for $179.99. Clearing up snow has never been easier with the Masterforce 80-volt cordless snow blower. Its brushless motor is perfect for tackling the toughest winter conditions. An 80-volt cordless snow blower is available for $589.99. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with Spectrum Internet delivering fast and reliable speeds, advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security on your devices, Spectrum Mobile with unlimited talk, text, and data, and now TV with the all-new Zumo Stream Box. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum Mobile line, and the Zumo Stream Box, free when you add Spectrum TV. Call 833-976-4999. With Spectrum and Zumo, all your favorites are brought together in one place. Use the voice remote to search across live TV, on-demand movies and shows, and the most popular streaming apps to watch what you want faster and easier than ever. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
Toyotathon is on. Make your holidays a little more magical with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Get $1,000 cash back on your favorite models when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Well, there's a local business celebrating 25 years in the 608. And you know what they're doing to celebrate? They're giving back during the holiday season.
So you better believe Josh Breider is highlighting them this morning. He's live in Madison with the story. Good morning, Josh.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're live at Ula Eyewear at Hilldale this morning as they're celebrating a big milestone, but there's also a way for you to give back this holiday season, and there's plenty of time to be able to make it happen. Brittany Graver is up early with us. Brittany, good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh.
We love having you up early with us, especially when we're celebrating a huge milestone for you guys. 25 years at Hilldale this year. That's remarkable.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride. It's been great, though. I mean, we've really loved servicing our community, which is what it's all about, and being able to give back as well.
You know, you've got some family history here. Your dad actually started this, and this has been just very, very, very special for you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a joy of helping people see better, feel better, and then just having a wonderful team that we all work together as a family and create wonderful relationships with others. So.
And when you think about being around for a quarter of a century, not a lot of local businesses have the opportunity to be able to make it that far.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. I've curated a fabulous team, which I'm so grateful for, that we just keep moving forward. You have to go with the flow.
As we know with life, especially over the last few years, right?
Absolutely.
You're always adapting. And you guys right now have your Donate and Save event going on, which is also marking a milestone of 10 years.
Yeah.
How does Donate and Save work?
If you bring in a bag of non-perishable goods or a gently used frame, we will give you $100 off your frame and lens purchase, or $50 off a frame or even a sunglass. So it's our way of then giving something back to the community and also giving you great glasses.
And that's huge because those glasses are going to the Lions Club.
Correct.
Which is a great way to be able to give back to the community in itself.
Yes, and then food to the River Food Pantry. So I believe we've collected about 1,200 glasses thus far over the 10 years and 2,900 pounds of food.
That's huge. I mean,
Yeah.
when you look at glasses, for example, you know, if you don't have good eyes, you need the glasses. I mean, that's a crucial part of life. And obviously you see that, especially for younger folks as they're growing up to be able to read and all that, right?
Yeah, and I think that's changed too with all of our devices and finding that kids sometimes need glasses sooner than later because of all the different distances they're at. So it's important to get your eyes checked, and we're always happy to help you find some really great frames.
I love that. All right, so Donate and Save runs through the end of the month, so still plenty of time to be able to check it out.
Absolutely. We are here for you 7 days a week.
I love it. And you're also in the Your Passport is Local book this year. So this is Dane by Locals gift to the community to be able to give back to those local businesses too.
Yes, absolutely. And we are in there, so you shop any one of these local businesses, spend $10 or more, you can turn your receipt in and win from a weekly drawing. So,
I love that.
Yeah.
And a great way to support local.
Yeah, and I wanted to mention one more thing. We were able to raise $1,000 for the Dane County Humane Society. It's one of our charities that we just absolutely adore. So,
I love that.
Yeah.
I love your focus as a local business, but giving back to, you know, local organizations too, that's huge.
Yeah, we really enjoy it.
Well, Brittany, thank you so much. Congratulations on 25 years, and donate and save right now.
Thank you, Josh.
You bet. If you'd like to learn more about Ula Eyewear, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. Coming up in our next half hour, guys, of course, I've got to try on a few pairs myself. We're going to see what I look good in here at 6:45 in the morning. Even though I've got good eyes, you can still get some glasses to make you look maybe a little bit more
distinguished, snazzy,
snazzy. What's the
yes,
word? Yes.
Snazzy.
Oh, yeah.
You can just change your look up.
Change the look up a little bit. We've got some options here, guys.
Alex Harrington would be proud. He's got about 12 different.
Yes, he would.
Coordinated with the forecast and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
All right, Josh Spreiter, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
It is 6:17. Out to Kelly Slifka with your certified most accurate first warn weather. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, good morning, guys. We still have some clouds out here this morning. It's a seasonably chilly start to the morning. You need that winter jacket, maybe hats and also gloves this morning. You see some of these clouds still kind of hanging over southern Wisconsin, expecting the high to get up to about 36. Pretty close to our average of 34. Our overnight lows haven't been too bad. Simply, we don't have snow on the ground, and we don't see any snow coming our way anytime soon. Temperatures today, though, in the generally in the mid-30s. I think we will get into some sunshine. I know it's kind of gray this weekend, but we are expecting brighter skies today, and that will really continue for most of the week. It'll be seasonably cool to start this week with highs in the low to mid-30s right through Wednesday, but by Thursday and Friday, we're talking about low to mid-40s, and that will continue right into the upcoming weekend. You can see that warming trend that we are expecting later this week. And really not a whole lot of precipitation expected in that forecast as well. So we have some of this cool air coming down from Canada right now over the Great Lakes. But as we go into later Tuesday, that's going to lift to the north. That will push the jet stream way up to the north, sending the storm systems up to our north and also allowing that warm air to come in from the south. And that'll be with us right through the weekend. So we are looking at very dry conditions as well. This is looking out toward Christmas Eve. December 24th, you can see a below average precipitation across much of the Great Lakes and much of the east part of the United States as well. All right, future track looking at lots of sunshine as we go through the afternoon hours. Temperatures in the lower 30s here at the noon hour, a little bit of a southwest wind, but I think we'll generally get into the mid 30s here for a time this afternoon. We'll see partly cloudy skies going into the evening as temperatures back off into the lower 30s here by 10 o'clock. And I already showed you this graphic, but we are looking at that cold air to be moving up to the north and allowing that warmer air to return later in the week. Temperatures 22 in Madison right now, 27 in Janesville, 23 in the Dells, across Dane County, 22 in Sauk City, and 23 across Plains to Mount Horeb, 25 right now in Belleville, 24 currently in Oregon. All right, 33 tomorrow, 36 again on Wednesday. And as you can see, a lot of sunshine expected this week. We'll see a little bit more cloud cover Friday, but that's not going to prevent us from getting into the mid-40s, low 40s this weekend. There's not any rain. There's not any snow graphic on there, other than maybe a shower Friday afternoon or a flurry next Wednesday. Looks pretty dry in the next 10 days.
Before yesterday, the Kohl Center hadn't sold out for a women's basketball game since 2002, but that changed yesterday afternoon when one of sports' biggest superstars, Caitlin Clark, and her Iowa Hawkeyes came to play a Badgers team that's been off to a great start, and they came out swinging. How about a swing pass that finds its way to Ronnie Porter, who knifes through the Hawks defense for the bucket. Wisconsin got out to a 4-0 lead. Porter finished with a team-best 17 points. But here come the Hawks, who have Caitlin Clark, who just became the first man or woman in NCAA history to have 3,000 points, 750 rebounds and assists in a career. Finishes the layup, and Iowa's up 21-19. But the Badgers weren't backing down. Porter feeds Sarah Williams on the low block. And how good has the Brooklyn native been? And one. She'd make the free throw to put Bucky up 24-23, but ultimately Clark was just too much. She'd finish with 28 points and 9 boards, adding another bucket here. Iowa wins at 87-65 is the final. After starting the year 2-5, the Packers rose from the dead, winning 3 straight games as an underdog, and suddenly their schedule lightens up from here on out. The Pack, who would be in the playoffs if the season ended today, play the Giants tonight. But before ending the year with the Buccaneers, the Panthers, the Vikings, and the Bears. That seems pretty good. But for Jordan Love, he's not even entertaining the idea of things getting easier because he knows where this team was just a month ago.
Nah, we don't need a reminder at all. You know, we know exactly what position we're in. You know, every game is like a playoff game for us. You know, we know that mentality. We got to win out. So this team doesn't need a reminder of that.
I mean, just understand what we did to get to this point. You know, we back at 66, and we didn't been what 3-6 or whatever it was. So yeah, like if we don't want to go back to where we was at, like we gotta get this win.
To the golf links, where Jerry Kelly and Steve Stricker competed for Team USA in the inaugural World Champions Cup. Each of the Wisconsin natives birdied three of their first 4 holes as Team USA narrowly won the event. Stricker, a former captain of the Ryder Cup, said afterwards, "I've got to say that was probably the most fun of all the teams I've been on. And if only it was warm enough to be golfing here in Madison." That's your morning sports fix. Have a memorable Monday.
We will. You too, Andrew. All right, still ahead, another retail chain backtracking on self-checkout technology.
We'll talk about it right after this.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's Sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year! Save with holiday hot deals. Get Cook's ham portions, just $1.48 a pound. Jack's Pizza, just $2.99. And Lay's kettle cooked, rolled gold, or munchies, $1.99 each when you buy 3. Only at Hy-Vee.
This is a real person seeking a solution to a real problem.
Hi, fine, how are you?
Welcome to the Good Feet store. How can I help?
I have plantar fasciitis. My knees hurt, my hips hurt.
Then she was personally fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I don't feel any pain anywhere.
Good.
Seriously, no pain in my knees, my hips, nothing. This is amazing. I don't want to take them off. It just feels like I'm in heaven. Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Get our best offers and choose from a huge selection of Ford F-150 trucks with the capability, convenience, and technology to help bring us together. Wow. Discover how Ford F-150 can make the holidays bright. Now get a built Ford Tough F-150 STX for $399 a month for 36 months with $53.49 cash due at signing. See your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Are you tired of living with that awful joint pain in your knees, hips, back, and shoulder? Ready to get your life back? Call QC Kinetics now, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. These non-invasive treatments harness your body's own healing power to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. No drugs, no downtime, no surgery. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation. Learn how all-natural advanced regenerative medicine can bring you lasting relief. QC Kinetics.
Save every day this holiday with Perks prices at Hy-Vee. That's smart powdered or brown sugar, H Perks price, $1.99. Fresh Express garden salad, $1.48. And Campbell's Chunky Soup, H Perks price, $1.99. Sign up today.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year's sale on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year! All right, we're back. Shane's here with the trending story of the day.
All right, good morning, everyone. Last week, we had a story about Quick Trip adding self-checkout lanes at some of its new locations. This week, we have a story about a store getting rid of that feature. I thought this was pretty interesting. Dollar General is joining a growing list of retail chains that are backtracking on self-checkout lanes. They installed some of these at more than half of their stores. They say they often have to reassign workers to even help people use the machine, so not really even that efficient. What do you guys think?
Yeah, you know, sometimes it depends on the mood I'm in. Sometimes I like a little human interaction when I'm buying something. Other times it's just like I want to get in and out. So
speed, efficiency, let's go.
I'm with you on that.
Human, machine, I don't care as long as we're going fast.
Couldn't agree more, Leah.
Hey, will we see any snow before Christmas? Ooh, that forecast is right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit MGE2050.com.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
The robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward? Ingenious.
Sardine Fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit MGE2050.com.
This morning, a set of bills is looking to help DACA recipients in Wisconsin, what they do and how advocates are responding.
Plus, no deal. A deal to fund UW staff raises falls apart. What it means for the university's diversity, equity, and inclusion values.
Plus, an announcement from one of Wisconsin's legendary hockey figures is sending shockwaves through the community.
And we are waking up to temperatures in the lower half of the 20s this morning. Seasonably chilly, but we are expecting some sunshine more coming up.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Happy Monday. Thanks for waking up with us. Kelly Slifka talking about a pretty dry forecast. What are we, 14 days out from Christmas?
Yeah, until Christmas Eve. So, you know, don't have much snow in the forecast. We haven't had that much snow, really, so far. And here we are almost in the middle part of December. But, yeah, it looks like the generally drier than average winter will continue, or at least through December here. And also above average temperatures. Right now we're starting out at 22. It's seasonably cool, 22 in Monona, 24 in Middleton. If we had had snow on the ground, we'd likely be in the teens. So at least it's not quite as cold in the morning. We still have this layer of cloud cover right now across southern areas of the state. I expect that to be breaking up, and with some sunshine, should be a brighter afternoon than what we had over the weekend. Seasonably chilly with temperatures in the mid-30s today, but even warmer weather by the end of the week. Thursday, we're talking about low 40s, maybe the mid-40s by Friday. So unseasonably warm weather expected later this week. Sunshine will break through these clouds this morning. The winds will switch around the southwest. Low 30s here at the noon hour. Should be topping out generally in the mid-30s this afternoon, running a couple of degrees above our average. With that sunshine, should make for a nice day. Still need that winter jacket for the kids headed off to the bus stop as temperatures climb into the mid-30s. We'll talk more about the warm-up later this week coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you. We have some new information this morning about former UW men's hockey coach and player Tony Granato. He's announced that he's been diagnosed with a form of cancer.
Shane Hogan is here with the details. Shane, some heartbreaking news this morning.
Yeah, Leah, that's right. Granato took to social media last night announcing he had been recently diagnosed with a form of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. He said he will begin treatment for that this week as well. In a statement, he said in part, quote, "My family, faith, and friends will be my strength to help me through my treatments. I appreciate all the love and support I have received already." Granato, of course, comes from a rich hockey family. He arrived at UW back in 1983 and played for the Badgers for 4 years. He then returned as head coach of the program from 2016 to 2023. In the statement, Granato said he will also be taking a leave of absence from his broadcasting jobs with NBC Sports Chicago, the Blackhawks, and the NHL Network. Obviously, a lot of support already pouring in for Granato, but some really sad news from over the weekend, guys.
Boy, he's been a staple of the UW community for years. We will be thinking of him and his family. Shane,
for his recovery.
Thank you.
Well, the universities of Wisconsin need to come up with a new deal to secure funding for after a rare weekend meeting from the Board of Regents. The board rejected a deal Saturday that would have secured funds for significant building renovations and pay raises across UW schools. The rejected plan was struck between leaders of the universities and state lawmakers. The deal would have frozen diversity, equity, and inclusion positions for the next 3 years and reassigned a third of current DEI employees to other work.
Parkside has been a home to me. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is something that they not only speak about, but they live it. And I don't want anyone feeling uncomfortable because it is my home and I will fight for my home.
The vote from the regents rejecting the deal was 9-8. Republican leadership responded in a statement saying it's a shame the regents have denied employees their raises, also they could continue their ideological campaign.
We're taking a live look at the state capitol this morning. A slate of bills to help DACA recipients continues to make its way through the Wisconsin legislature this week. The bills would allow DACA recipients to receive in-state tuition at universities and qualify for tax credits to offset the cost of renewing their DACA status. It would also help them eventually become eligible to apply for professional licenses for jobs like teaching, real estate, and nursing. Our Will Keneally sat down with Daryl Morin from Forward Latino on this week's For the Record to get his perspective.
So everyone is just struggling to find the needing talent, and we have a whole group, thousands literally here. And if we could just unlock that potential, it would go a long way in easing the workforce issues we're having right now.
Warren estimates the change would benefit more than 6,000 DACA recipients who live in Wisconsin. You can watch that full For the Record interview, by the way, up on channel3000.com.
6:34 now to the latest in the Middle East. Palestinian activists have called for a global strike today to pressure Israel into a ceasefire in Gaza. This as fighting has intensified in the south. As Naomi Rucker reports this morning, the World Health Organization is warning the healthcare situation in Gaza has reached catastrophic levels.
Israeli tanks have pushed into the heart of Gaza's southern city of Khan Yunis, calling it the command center for Hamas. In a televised address Sunday, Israel's prime minister called on Hamas fighters to surrender. Hamas says Israel will not recover the remaining hostages by force, only through negotiations. But key mediators say willingness to discuss a ceasefire is fading as the Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza reports the death toll is nearing 18,000. I will take revenge for you, this man cries after he says his son was killed by sniper fire. About 90% of Gaza's population have been displaced, and the head of the UN's World Food Program says half are starving.
We have come to a point where we're not sure if we are able to fulfill our mandate and provide assistance to people in need in Gaza.
The UN General Assembly has scheduled an emergency meeting tomorrow to vote on an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Friday, the U.S. blocked a similar effort by the Security Council, and on Saturday, the Biden administration announced it approved the emergency sale of ammunition to Israel, bypassing Congress.
Israel is in combat right now.
A new CBS News poll finds most Americans disapprove of President Biden's handling of the Israel-Hamas war, with few thinking his administration's actions are bringing things closer to a peaceful resolution. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
President Biden plans to host a White House reception today to mark the Jewish festival of Hanukkah.
Meanwhile, Americans are telling us who they blame for the conflict in Gaza. That information comes from a new poll by the Pew Research Center. It shows Americans primarily blame Hamas for the conflict. 65% of Americans polled say Hamas bears a lot of the responsibility for the war. 35% say they blame the Israeli government. Americans rate President Biden's response to the war, meanwhile, mostly negative, with more than 40% disapproving, 35% approving, 24% are unsure.
While most Americans blame Hamas for the conflict, many are supporting civilians in Palestine. That was the focus of the Wisconsin All Out for Palestine rally over the weekend. Droves of protesters made their way to Capitol Square as part of what advocates called Madison Palestine Solidarity Week. The crowd included a caravan from Milwaukee and others from across the state. Organizers said they believe the event was the largest pro-Palestine demonstration in the state so far.
Looking ahead to the holidays now, more Americans are expected to fly or drive over Christmas than last year, but they likely won't hit the pre-pandemic record. That's according to AAA's most recent forecast. It puts 115.2 million people traveling 50 miles or more from home during those 10 days between December 23rd and New Year's Day. That is 2.2% more than AAA predicted during the same time last year.
We're projecting this to be the second highest year-end holiday following 2019. What we're seeing is that travel demand has been off the charts all of 2023, and this holiday season is no different.
Even with numbers this high, AAA projects travel will be down by 3% compared to before the pandemic.
Yeah, always a busy holiday, and it's getting busier after the pandemic. Yeah. Picking back up.
We'll be traveling both by car, though.
Yep, car, for sure. So expensive to fly when you got those kids.
Oof.
I'm paying for 6 plane tickets. Are you kidding me?
Glad to be local, that's for sure.
Same. All right, let's check in with Kelly. He's got a preview of the forecast. Hey, Kelly.
Well, we still have some clouds across southern Wisconsin, but actually we are looking at some sunshine today and a big warm-up later this week. We'll have that first warm forecast coming up.
And we're live in the 608 with the milestone Ula Eyewear is marking here in the community and how you can donate and save this holiday season. We're back after this.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round.
RG Heating and AC.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
My favorite thing about the Power Swabs is that I was actually able to take the swab and really get through some of those areas that are kind of like untreated. I felt like I can immediately see the results, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely starting to see the shades getting brighter and brighter, or whiter and whiter.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution.
Well, they're whiter, they're brighter, and I feel better about my smile. And it was so easy to do.
One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. This holiday season, order Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit PowerSwabs.com today.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
If we can change one kid's life for the better, we've won.
A season of giving to kids who might otherwise find no gifts waiting for them on Christmas morning. I'll show you how a local organization is making sure highly mobile kids get a visit from Santa.
Tonight at 10. From damaging drought to catastrophic flooding and severe storms in every season, the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team gives you a deeper understanding of Wisconsin's ever-changing weather with special reports that go beyond the barometer. Only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka out on the patio. It is a seasonably cool start to our morning. We actually have some clouds still left over. Kept temperatures up a little bit more than where they could have fallen if we didn't have the cloud cover. So these clouds are still with us this morning. I do expect them to burn off. The question is exactly when. But right now it's sitting at 22. The winds are out of the northwest at 6. These clouds are kind of just stuck here. They're not really moving. And this time of the year it's hard for the sun to really burn them off. But I think eventually we should break out into some sunshine. And temperatures headed into the low to mid 30s. And we do have some sunshine after a kind of a cloudy weekend. So the sun returns today. Highs in the low to mid 30s today right through Wednesday. But as we go into the later part of the week, Thursday and Friday, low to mid 40s. And it looks like the mild weather will continue right into the weekend. This was up in Portage last week. Laura took this beautiful photo of the sunset. Of course, this time of the year with the low angle of the sun and some of these clouds can make for some really pretty sunsets. All right, our high temperatures now are going to be in the 30s the next few days. You know, so average high is 34. We're going to shoot above that as we go into Thursday, Friday through the weekend into the low to mid 40s before starting to get back closer to seasonal averages early next week. We have been talking about El Nino, and this is a strong El Nino at that. The waters off of the Pacific or off the coast of South America in the Pacific are warmer than average, and that sends the jet stream, the subtropical jet stream, into the southern tier of the United States, so they get wetter and cooler conditions than average. Then the northern branch of the jet stream that typically affects us more in the winter is even further up to the north into Canada. So that keeps the bulk of the cold air up to the north. So we're generally warmer than average and also a bit drier than average. Well, I'm sure we'll get our cold snaps. I'm sure we'll get our snowstorms. But in general, when everything averages out this winter, should be generally dry. And it's already panning out like that as we go over the next 2 weeks. So that takes us right into Christmas Eve, drier than average conditions expected. Today, we are expecting these clouds to break up eventually here later this morning or this afternoon. Temperatures rising into the low to mid 30s today. Pretty seasonable for this time of the year, and just a few clouds rolling in as we go through the evening hours as temperatures back off. 22 right now in Madison, 23 in the Dells, Boscobel at 26, 24 in Monroe, 23 in Cottage Grove, 24 currently in Stoughton. So a seasonably cool day today, and that will be the trend right through Wednesday with some sunshine. Then we're talking about those temperatures in the low to mid 40s Thursday and Friday, and no snowflakes on those graphics, no rain in those graphics, just maybe an isolated shower Friday or maybe a flurry by next Wednesday.
Okay, Kelly Slifka, Round of Sun, we appreciate it. Thank you. 6:45, a local business is celebrating 25 years in the 608 and giving back this holiday season.
Josh Breider is live in Madison to share their story this morning. Hey there, Josh.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're at Ula Eyewear at Hilldale this morning as they're celebrating 25 years this year. They're also marking another milestone, 10 years of their Donate and Save event. And here to talk more about that this morning is Margot Kavanaugh. Margot, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for having us in.
Thanks for being here so early.
Yes. All right. So we want to talk a little bit about Ula Eyewear. You've been here for almost 14 of the 25 years. This is a special place for you.
It really is. Yeah, it's nice to have a place you love to come every day.
That makes the job a lot easier, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
So what also is awesome is you guys are marking a milestone for the Donate and Save event. How does Donate and Save work here at Ula?
Sure. So we want to give back to the community. So for us, it's about incentivizing our customers as well. If you want to donate a gently used pair of glasses, bag of non-perishable food, you receive $100 off a frame with prescription lenses or $50 off a frame or a sunglass.
I mean, that's huge, and also giving back to the community in some really important ways.
Absolutely. Yeah, we give all the glasses to the Lions Club and food to the River Food Pantry.
So you're coming in here, you're going to donate, and then you go through the process of picking out that pair of glasses. How does that process look?
Sure. It kind of depends on the customer. Our favorite way to do it would be for us to give you a hand, help you pick something that's right for your face, your prescription, your lifestyle, kind of like I pre-selected some for you here.
So you guys stalked my Instagram profile a little bit, right? To make sure you have the right options out here. So what kind of options, I know, I love it. What kind of options, do you kind of go for people?
Sure. Sometimes people have something really specific that they're looking for, either a color or maybe even an amount that they're looking to spend, especially with like flex spending, health savings accounts. But we also like to grab a range, so something from maybe a little bit funkier or more envelope pushing, like this one by Nina Muir, which is a wooden frame with a colorful laminate.
A little different.
Yeah. All the way to something more classic, like Lindbergh, which is going to be really lightweight, really durable. And then for all of our glasses, we make custom sun clips.
Oh, so you just put that right on there?
Yes, you do.
So that's nice and easy too, because you always, that's always the concern. If you have the glasses, you're in the car, you want to have the sunglasses too.
Exactly. Yeah, so it allows you to have kind of that customization and flexibility to have glasses, sunglasses without having to juggle two pairs if that's not something that works for you. But if it does, we have some great sunglass options.
When you think of, obviously it's important to have the sunglasses, the glasses, but especially now we spend so much time on our devices, having like the blue light glasses are huge too.
Yeah, most of our lenses, we have it just built into the cost right up front. It can obviously be taken off if you don't want it, but really if you're doing 4 or more hours of device work a day, it's something that's really going to be beneficial. Just reduce that eye strain for you, and yeah, it helps, and it's not as noticeable. Like I have it in mine, and you can't really even tell.
I love it, and you can stay snazzy, you can stay trendy with everything in your life.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, Donate and Save runs through the end of the month, so still plenty of time to be able to give back.
Plenty of time.
Wonderful. Well, Margot, thank you so much for your time this morning. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm not really sure which one I kind of liked a lot of them here. Let's actually go with the more bold one. Green. I grew up as a dragon, literal dragon in Minnesota with the green color. So I kind of like the green. It's a little bit more bold. That's what's nice is you can kind of pick and choose.
Yes.
Maybe go with that bold choice.
Well, and now the green's great for the Packers.
There you go. Go Pack, go. As they know, I'm actually a Vikings fan.
I figured that you might be.
Yes.
So.
Where's the purple at?
No.
Hey, the green looks good, guys. You can learn more by going up to channel3000.com. Chris and Lee, I know you guys are sporting the glasses quite often at the newsroom. It's kind of nice to be able to pick and choose what works for you.
Yeah, just like Alex Harrington. He's got one for every outfit, one for the Packers game, one for snow.
Hey, if a pair of glasses is what it takes you to convert to the Packers, then hey, whatever. Go with that. All right. Josh Breiter, thanks for telling us about the good they're doing this holiday season.
Okay, it's 6:49. Coming up in the morning sprint, dangerous storms across the U.S. turning deadly overnight. How many are still without power this morning?
If you have a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Embrace the season of giving at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to charity and get $200 off any stressless recliner with power, any stressless recliner and ottoman, or any stressless home office chair. Or get $200 off each stressless sofa seat, or $400 off all stressless Mayfair recliners and ottomans in all Paloma leather colors. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
I just love dancing, so I was always willing to dance through the pain. Since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports and being pain-free now, my mood and my energy has drastically improved. Once that energy gets into you, double spins.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken. Time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
I volunteer because it's, I think, the right thing to do, and selfishly, yeah, I get a lot of joy from doing it. It's a joy that comes from taking people to where they need to go. Just watch your step coming out. You can't bottle it, you can't buy it. That only comes from volunteerism. When people really need to get to those medical appointments and they don't have any other means, I just look at it as kind of like the least I can do to try to help out.
Madison Magazine is growing, and we're seeking top talent for media sales. It's more than just a job, it's something bigger. Unleash your income. Apply today on channel3000.com and be part of something big.
Time is running out. Shopko Optical can help maximize your vision benefits and FSA dollars before they expire. Get a comprehensive eye exam and discover your new style. Call Shopko Optical or visit shopko.com to schedule your exam.
Clean your cars, clothes, and canines at the Magic Wash.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
At least 6 people are dead in powerful storms across central Tennessee. A series of tornadoes hit Nashville and several other big cities. Crews are still working to dig through the rubble this morning, trying to find if anyone else was taken by the storms. Current reports still have at least thousands of people without power.
2 groups are teaming up in an unlikely pairing. The National Rifle Association will be represented by frequent nemesis, the American Civil Liberties Union, before the U.S. Supreme Court. The ACLU confirmed over the weekend that they will represent the NRA in a freedom of speech case. They affirm that they don't believe in what the group stands for, but do believe in their case.
In Texas, a legal battle is giving one woman whiplash. A pregnant woman with a fatal fetal diagnosis was granted the right to an abortion, but she had it taken away the next day. That's due to an appeal to the state Supreme Court, which decided to temporarily block the ruling. Multiple states with abortion bans are hearing similar cases.
Jury selection begins today in the trial of a second woman accused of trying to kill an unborn baby. Brittany Holston faces a single felony charge of attempted first-degree intentional homicide of an unborn child. The criminal complaint says she and another woman attacked a pregnant woman to try and kill her unborn baby.
Also happening today, a man who killed a woman in the Wisconsin Dells will receive his sentence. A judge will sentence 37-year-old Jeremy Lee Mundy of Janesville this morning. Earlier this year, a jury found Mundy guilty of killing a woman more than 2 years ago now. The jury only took 2 hours to bring back that guilty decision from deliberation.
UW staff are still waiting on pay raises this morning. Over the weekend, the UW Board of Regents rejected a deal that would have funded staff raises and building projects. They did so because that deal would have forced state schools to make major concessions on diversity, equity, and inclusion positions. System leaders and Assembly Speaker Robin Vos announced a deal on Friday, only for the Regents to vote it down 9-8 the next day.
Former Wisconsin men's hockey coach Tony Granato says he's fighting non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. He'll start treatment this week. This comes after he left the Badger men's hockey team just last year. He was head of the team from 2016 to 2023.
Tonight, the Packers will take on the New York Giants on Monday Night Football in New York. The Pack are trying to keep that momentum going after winning the last 3 games. They'll be without receiver Christian Watson, though, and cornerback Jair Alexander, who are both dealing with injuries. Kickoff is at 7:15 on ABC and ESPN+.
A new Pew Research Center poll shows most Americans blame Hamas for the war in Israel. 65% of Americans polled say Hamas bears the blame for the war. 35% blame Israel. Younger adults, particularly Democrats, are more likely to say Israel's response has gone too far. 40% disapprove of how the president is handling the conflict.
People in Madison showing their support for Palestine. Droves of protesters made their way to the Capitol Saturday, ending what many are calling Madison Palestine Solidarity Week. Organizers say the event was the largest pro-Palestine demonstration in the state so far.
5 minutes away from 7 o'clock, we still have a layer of clouds here in southern Wisconsin. We're hoping these burn off or break up a little bit over the next few hours and give us some sunshine. That's what we're calling for. 22 yet in Madison, 23 in the Dells, Janesville 27, Juneau currently 21. We are looking at the clouds to break up at least by the early afternoon hours. And I think we'll get into the mid-30s here later today with a southwest wind, so pretty seasonable afternoon expected. A few clouds rolling this evening as temperatures back down closer to 30 by 5 o'clock. So temperatures in the low to mid-30s today with the sun breaking through these clouds later this morning. And our extended forecast really warms up toward the end of the week. 40s expected Thursday and Friday.
Thanks for joining us on your Monday, folks. Stay tuned for another news and weather update in half an hour.